Welcome to this week's edition of Road Scholars, and for that matter, the only edition as far as we can tell. You probably don't realize this, but every year when the Bulls go on their West Coast road trip, the coach, Phil Jackson, likes to give the players books. Books that will not only enlighten them, but entertain them on those long nights on the road. But we were wondering here at Road Scholars, do the players actually read the books? Do the books do any good? So to help us out, we enlisted part-time center, part-time forward, part-time literary investigator, William Wennington. William?
Thanks, Randy. We're out here at the Berto Center talking to the guys about the books that Phil gave us for our first road trip. And I'll start off with mine right now. I got Dirty White Boys by Stephen Hunter, and it's a great read. It's very action-packed. Unfortunately, I'm not quite finished it yet. I'm about halfway through it. Don't have a lot of time to read. I usually read just before I go to bed, and I tend to fall asleep before I get through 20 pages. But it is a great book, and I'm very grateful that Phil thinks of us and gives us these books to read on the road, and I think it's a great idea. And let's talk to some of the other guys and see what they're doing with their books. Coach, just want to ask you, why do you hand out books on the first long road trip?
It's companion. These guys have been sleeping with their wives and their significant others for so long that they need a book to sleep with when they go on a road trip. And so the companionship sometimes is warmth and comfort on a dark, stormy night.
Jason, what was the book that Phil gave you this year for your road trip?
The book was called Hoops.
I can't remember the author of the book.
The book Phil gave me was it was actually a Montana.
I think it was
The title of the book was A Walk Through the Tombstones.
Rabbit Run, or something like that by John Updike.
Who knows? Who cares?
What book did I give you?
You gave me Dirty White Boys by Stephen Howard.
That's Hunter, right?
Hunter, sorry. Howard, Stephen Hunter. Did you enjoy that book?
I enjoyed the book. It was a little bit disturbing.
I got started on it, but as the road trip, went longer, I kind of got bored with it and put it down and started watching more TV. Sort of rambled on for quite a while, but I'm done with it now. I can move on to more interesting things.
Are you saying the book wasn't that good?
No, I'm not saying that. I just, the things on cable were more interesting, so I kind of just watched a little bit.
It was a very good book. I only got about the first 2 chapters, though.
Haven't had a chance to get to it yet. I looked at it, I read the cover inside and the back, but I haven't had a chance to touch it yet.
Seems to be the consensus.
I figure every pregame, right before the game started, I read about 3-4 pages, so I should be finished by the first round of playoff.
What I appreciate is we don't actually have to do a book review. That makes me happy.
The book report's due next week.
So what are you going to do this Friday when Phil asks for his book report?
Hopefully I'll have the book done by then.
But if you don't, I have crib notes, and I have a sheet already made because I read that book 2 years ago, and I can help you out for a small price. Do you think this is a good idea?
Well, I think it's a great idea. I was a little disappointed because I understand your book was Dirty White Boys.
All these books refer to him. Now look at this guy. See, he hasn't shaved for about a week. He's a dirty white boy right now.
All right, that about wraps it up from here at the Berto Center. And Randy, Phil gave me a book for you, and he thought that it would be great for your mentality and that it'd be an easy read for you. But if you do have difficulty with it, he can help you out.
That's very funny, Bill, but for your information, I'm halfway through that book already and plan to have it finished by Christmas. But thanks for your consideration. That's going to do it for this edition of Road Scholars. We thank you for joining us, and we plan to never see you again from here. Dan.